So in today's video, we're going to be continuing the Mandalorian series by getting into Mandalorian Season 2 predictions and early thoughts. The first episode is going to come out October 30th, the Friday before Halloween, and that's right around the corner. So joined with me today is Starwarsfan and familyb to chip in their thoughts and opinions over Season 2.
Of course.
So yeah, we had the little trailer about a week or two ago, and there's been a little bit of information. Oh, damn. I don't know. I think the first thing that kind of caught my attention was the whole kind of rumor of Pedro Pascal walking off set because he didn't like wearing the helmet, and he might not be in any later seasons, or maybe even part of the Season 2.
Oof.
So yeah, that's kind of got me thinking, like, Disney just can't keep anything right, you know? Something goes awry eventually.
Oh, it is kind of like an easy character to replace since he's like always wearing the freaking helmet.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
You could probably try and find somebody else with like similar looks and
Damn.
voice. Like I always confuse Pedro Pascal with Diego Luna, who was
That's true. Yeah.
Cassian Andor in Rogue One. They look pretty similar. I mean, they both have like that Latin Hispanic voice.
I know what you mean.
But also, if he takes off the helmet, then he would want to do that scene, right?
Yeah, he did express that he wanted to do more off-helmet scenes, so that kind of, they don't want him to take it off.
Like a stunt double do all the parts, and like when he has to
exactly.
his helmet, he can literally just show up for like that one day and just film it and be done with it.
I guess.
But that's honestly pretty lazy.
Yeah, but I mean, given how Mandalorian Season 1 was like, I mean, I guess Rogue One, I would say it was a success. I mean, some people didn't like it, but I think Rogue One or Clone Wars Season 7 and Mandalorian were like Disney's first big successes. So I mean, they're probably gonna want to keep going with Mandalorian and such. So it's kind of concerning to hear these production difficulties and conflicts. But you know, it's Disney.
Yep.
I can't have too much faith.
Yeah, I'm just approaching this season with like cautious optimism.
Yeah, and I think for the reveal trailer overall, I don't think it got me super hyped, but it got my interest, you know?
You know, I thought it looked really good. I mean, not really good, but yeah. I wasn't really expecting much from Season 1 anyway, because I didn't really know much, and so I feel like going into this season, having some uncertainty would be pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, and that kind of leads into another point. It was another rumor. Oh, damn. About how Season 2 was going to try to be bigger in scale. I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know. The show progresses, more characters get introduced.
Right.
So I guess the idea was that it was supposed to be kind of like Game of Thrones, which had multiple characters and such, multiple storylines that were all tied in together. Maybe a little more loosely, though. Personally, for me, I kind of like the smaller scale of just the Mandalorian, but I don't know. How do you guys feel?
I mean, like with the show called The Mandalorian, you would think that it would focus mainly on the Mandalorian, especially now, you know, with like Baby Yoda. You know, people want to see more of Baby Yoda. If they focus away from that, I think they're gonna lose like a lot of potential viewers.
Yeah, I could
continue with the series.
I could lose that part of the fan base. I know what you mean.
Well, yeah, and I think part of what made The Mandalorian was the smaller scale. Like, we had never seen any Star Wars show like this. Like, if when Clone Wars Season 7 came out, we know who exactly is going to be on screen like the entire time. We know it's going to be like completely about Ahsoka. We didn't know a little bit about the Bad Batch, but we know Anakin, Obi-Wan. We know all these characters. With The Mandalorian, we don't know any of these people. So having this like smaller scale, not recognizing everyone on screen, I think that's completely different for Star Wars content, and I like it. That's what makes it good.
Yeah, and they're also, I mean, I don't know if the Game of Thrones idea has any water. I mean, it makes sense. But, I mean, also with the fact that there's rumors of Captain Rex, Ahsoka, and Boba Fett being in there. And then maybe even Sabine Wren, as the trailer kind of indicated. I mean, it does show that Disney is getting into that, obviously. I mean, these are big characters, and now they're going to be in the show, so...
And
yeah, definitely
there's always going to be that progression, but yeah, if they just minimize that, I'd say, then they did it correctly, or in a good way.
Yeah, I kind of feel Clone Wars was like that. I mean, Clone Wars had a lot of storylines at time. I mean, it was all connected in the end, but... with the overall story of the Clone Wars. But, I mean, there were sometimes, like, you didn't see Anakin for maybe two plots, 2 arcs.
Yeah.
So perhaps it could feel like Clone Wars. I mean, Clone Wars is always going to be bigger than Mandalorian, but they could try to go for that. Okay, what else we got? So, okay, for, part of the trailer, they talked about, how the Jedi were once part of the war that fought against the Mandalorians, and in Legends, at least, that was the Great Hyperspace War that, Vitiate kind of controlled from the shadows and had the Mandalorians instigating on the galaxy. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense if Disney wants to get into that era. I mean, the Old Republic, and especially the Old Republic games, which the Mandalorian War, the Hyperspace War is about, that kind of caught my attention. Disney might be trying to recanonize some of that, perhaps? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Hyperspace War.
Yeah, I know a little bit, but,
I mean,
Did
I know
they
that there's
specify-
yeah, it had Revan. It had Revan. That was the big thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a big player in that.
Did they specify in the trailer which war it was where the Mandalorians fought against Jedi?
I don't think so, but that was the war that they were talking about.
Okay.
I mean, there was the little thing on Galandrian before the prequels, but I think it has to be that, like, Old Republic stuff.
Well, I'm also thinking it could be what the Siege of Mandalore, what happened in the
Oh, it could have been.
in the Clone Wars, because then that would also lead into Ahsoka being in the show.
Right,
So,
right.
Lots of possibilities.
Yeah, I don't know why I got the Old Republic vibe, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, though. What the hell? Yeah, and I think there was a rumor of, like, Disney trying to bring Darth Bane back into canon with that whole trilogy, so that's also more evidence of Disney trying to get into Old Republic expanded universe that they killed off. You guys got any topics? Any early thoughts?
Well, I just thought it was fun just now. Do you think any like celebrities are gonna make like a cameo appearance, like how like Bill Burr was in that that heist episode?
Right.
I don't know. Probably because it's Disney. You know, they just gotta get in there, celebrities and whatnot.
Right.
I'm sure like Mark Hamill or
That could be fun.
Maybe like Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, like just some random role as like a stormtrooper or something with a voice. I'm sure.
Yeah,
they'll get in something
Daniel
like
Craig
that.
was the stormtrooper in the one Force Awakens scene.
Right.
So
You
they
know,
could-
Ed Sheeran
could
was a
do that.
stormtrooper too.
He was? Oh man.
Yeah.
What scene?
I'm not sure, but I just remember seeing a picture of him in stormtrooper armor. So
Yeah.
Imagine just a stormtrooper just like breaking out this song.
He's got a guitar or something.
Yeah.
We're capturing Point Orange.
Ed Sheeran.
So yeah.
It is Disney. They can't do a musical number.
I know, there always has to be something, right? I'm surprised Ray didn't like belt out during the Force Awakens, you know? About reclaiming her destiny or some shit.
This time it'll be Baby Yoda.
Alright, yeah.
Baby Yoda's gonna say his first words. Hooray!
Oh boy.
It's gonna be backwards though. Damn, oh.
Well, we don't know if all of them talk like that or not.
Yeah, it could just be Yoda. He's got that backwards diction. Says the verb last. I think Baby
You know,
Yoda's gonna
also-
get addicted to spice. Like ketamine. They're gonna go visit Kessel
Yo,
one
did you guys see
episode.
the? Did you guys see the April Fool's trailer?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my God.
yes!
I swear,
I got
it
Yoda's
had
got a
me.
blunt. Oh man.
It got me. I'm not
For a
gonna
little
lie.
bit, yeah.
It got me. I was like, is this really what they're doing with it?
Oh, that'd be funny.
Okay. And then I look back and I realized, oh my god, this was all a joke. I felt like an idiot.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
But yeah, we'll see what they do with Baby Yoda. Maybe they'll introduce an entire race to them, just out in deep space or something, because we haven't seen them.
That's true.
Like,
but that might be
very
like the final
often.
episode of the season. You know?
yeah.
Like, segue into the third Mandalorian season. Which
Oh yeah.
there might be probably.
Yeah, I just hope they don't overuse Baby Yoda. I mean, the memes are pretty big.
Yeah.
So they could just like be banking on the cuteness, so they might overuse it. But another thing, George Lucas was kind of hesitant on revealing like Yoda's species, so that would be a big step
Yeah.
if Disney went for that, you know?
Yeah, and well,
Be
there's
going
rumors
against
of him
him.
coming back, so to step on his toes now would be kind of a risky move, I'd say.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I
You
still
never
think
know.
George Lucas has kind of a really big
Control.
influence on what happens, just because
Oh,
of his
yeah.
legacy. So that could
Well,
be
because he made everything.
pretty
Like,
much.
He
Yeah.
thought of all of this, so it's not.
A lot of
It's
it,
not
yeah.
like Disney had like a discussion board and came up with all this. No, it was.
Well, we know they didn't for
all-
the sequel, so they just threw it together really quickly. So
Yeah, I
I
just
think...
hope they keep it
Oh, sorry.
smaller scale. No, that's all right.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't really
good.
have
It's
much
gonna
else to
get
say.
bigger, but yeah, I kind of like the small scale. We'll see though. We'll see. So you guys got any final thoughts?
No, not really.
Star Wars, you?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything.
Well, alright then. I think with that, we'll wrap this up. So yeah, first episode's coming out October 30th. We'll still be releasing them week by week. I'm guessing there's gonna be 12 episodes like last time. That format seemed to work pretty well. So yeah, we should be covering each episode like we did with Clone Wars, and yeah, we'll see you next time.